Hello, assalamu alaikum, uncle. Today I have a very short meeting and very important. As you know, the Central Asia has a big crisis and the Russia attack on Ukraine. So, uncle, how do you see the Russian role and the Russia attack on Ukraine? And as you visited recently 2 times Russia, how do you see the nation and the leader like Putin? And also, the other question is, how do you see the role of Pakistan in this crisis, please?
Okay, Tahir, as you brought up a very important question, as we belong to Asia and these things are happening in Asia, it's a crisis. Anywhere, crisis in Asia, it is certainly important to us. And your question is very clear that what should be the role of Russia in this conflict? As your question is explaining me that Russia has attacked Ukraine, let me clarify something. In geopolitical system or geopolitical strategies, what we learn through the experience in history, Russia was big before all these small nations which still belong to the part of that continent, Asia, the Central Asia, and there are so many small countries like Ukraine, Georgia, Lithuania, let's say Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and so on. All these has been splitted. That's like breaking up with the solidarity of Russians or bringing them to the level of humiliation and letting Russia fall down on its knees. But Russia is very strong. For now, it's a great leadership under Mr. Putin, who's a very recognized and well-known figure, and a very intelligent politician and very intelligent strategist. And so is in Russian intelligence. He played a very important role when he used to be young and very high official of the government. So he is fit for the job. So what is happening? In geopolitical strategies, it is very important that the small countries should take part and should agree with the policy of the bigger country, which is like parent to the small countries, which has given the birth to the countries like Ukraine and Georgia and so many other small countries Russia has been split to. So what I would say, in my opinion, what point of view Mr. Putin is standing on, and right now what the situation they are going through in Russia and in Ukraine, the only possibility to resolve this was before this thing has gone to so much spoil. The situation of yesterday or today or day before, it has been just a chaos. The reason is the young president of Ukraine and the policy of Ukraine has not been good or reliable in the last 5 or 6 years. United States have been jumping in and out and just trying to give them the false supports, or what you can call, what is the name of that? NATO?
Yeah, NATO.
NATO?
NATO forces.
NATO forces, and these agreements are not going to fulfill, as you can see in practical, they are not getting the results. And sanctions and all these things, Russia is not the country which is going to be worrying about for those kind of threats what USA is offering to them. So, in the best of my knowledge, what I understand politics or international affair or international relations, it's so simple. Ukraine should have very good relationship with Russia. And there would have been the chance, which they spoiled by themselves. Well, anyway, I would not support completely Russia. Russia is big. Russia is like a father, big brother, and they should not attack to this level that the whole nation could be threatened. That's not good. That's against human rights, and that's against the policy of a country like Russia, which is very strong, and they are so good in so many things. They are so good in art and literature and politics and machineries and armaments and sports, and you can say many things about Russia. Russia is an admirable nation, and it's a good. We can always have them as good friend in Asia. Coming to Pakistan, as you asked in the second part of your question, what is the role of Pakistan? I would say it's not much. You don't count, my friend, because our record in international politics is very bad. We have not accomplished anything in the last 30 years or 35 years, especially in particular these 3-4 years of Mr. Imran government. It's just a joke. It's silly. It's playing clown. You believe you go to the United Nations and you go to Russia and you're meeting with Mr. Putin. Do you know what is the level of Mr. Putin is in Asia? You compare yourself, your level to Putin. It's okay. You're the Prime Minister of Pakistan. I would not be disrespectful to Imran because you are still our Prime Minister. But what can you offer to Russia? Tell me. Your geographic position. They're not interested. Because they know. They're doing well with China. They could make a good lobby with Turkey. They could make a good lobby with Iran. They could make a good lobby with a couple of Eastern European countries, which are in their bloc, and they could go. And in Asia, they can go for other nations, leaving you out because you have a bad record. You are with America. You are with Russia. You are with nobody. You're against India all the time. Yeah, if you have this enmity with India, it's okay, but not to this level. You should have a good relationship with your neighbors. Simple as that. That is the basic formula of peace and to grow together. You cannot go against the formula of globalization. So what I would say, make friends. Our government should play an important role, and their exercise and their knowledge and their time should be spent, and these resources should be spent on this. Not traveling to Russia, not going to China, not going all around, not going to Arab and wasting the money, the hard-earned tax money of the people of your country. Imran Khan, you should not play no role in international politics. You should drop yourself from international politics because you don't qualify for that. You should just work for your own country and try to save it because we are leading towards chaos. That's a bad sign, my friend. That's a sign of the danger. And who else can understand better than the Prime Minister or the President of Pakistan? So please, do not take me wrong. I'm not against you. What I'm saying, drop it. Stop all this nonsense, Prime Minister. You should have some knowledge, some respect of your own country and of the neighbors, and play such a fantastic, friendly role that people believe that Imran Khan is doing something very well for Pakistan, and Pakistan is emerging as a developed country on the map of the world, which I doubt it is happening for now. Countries full of garbage and diseases and what can you call high level prices for the daily life of people. It has become impossible. People are not educated, they're not cultured, they don't want to learn anything. No. We are having a lot of problems in our own country. I would not say that it is a very appropriate topic to speak a lot about international relations and make some of my particular image as a speaker. No, I'm not interested in that. But only my humble request to the Prime Minister is you limit yourself to your own country and build it first. We don't count for the moment in international politics, and you know so well, you and the people of Pakistan and the cabinet of your cabinet, our cabinet. So thank you for this great question, Tahir. I highlighted it as little as I could, and I would not go further. Thank you very much. Pakistan Zindabad. We are hopeful that Asia will do well and Russia and Ukraine will become friends sometimes because they are all Russians in the first place. And there's a lot of respect for that kind of brotherhood. Thank you.
Also, Uncle, one thing that
Yeah.
you can highlight your two visits to Russia in next
Oh
video.
yeah,
In next video.
I almost forgot.
In next video.
I
Okay.
would in next video.
Yeah, in next
Okay,
video.
okay.
Okay. Pakistan Zindabad.
I stand.
Thank you.